Hey, what's going on? I'm Jon Carnage, the most trusted man in gaming. But I bet you didn't know this is my good friend Daedelus, the most trusted man in gaming music. So we're here to find out more about gaming music. What would you say about Mario Brothers, the music behind that?
Right. That's the most memorable stuff, right? Everyone kind of walks away with just the Mario Brothers theme and maybe some Zelda in effect and stuff. I mean, take a look at 8-bit music in general, and that's the birthplace. It's the crucible.
Or what about Ducktales? I have that song in my head. I don't know if you have that song in your head, but Ducktales 8-bit for Nintendo, that was incredible.
I mean, there's a lot of that series of music that was made, and when you typically have limited resources or limited abilities, maybe you only had a few sounds possible at a single time. Only some drum sounds were possible in all those games. You have amazing music. The Friday the 13th video game, endless music. Take a look at the system. Do you remember the TurboGrafx 16 card-based system?
Slaughterhouse. Yes.
Bonk's Adventure and things. They actually, that was some of the first digital 16-bit music. Or I don't know if it was actually that fidelity, but it was some of the first higher fidelity music used in a video game, and that was actually one of the big selling points of the TurboGrafx system, was that it actually had fidelity rather than bleep bleep bleep.
And no infidelity. This is why you're the most trusted man in music. I mean, I'm the most trusted man in gaming, but I had no idea. That is absolutely fascinating.
My blood flows Nintendo red, Mario hat red, basically. I'm kind of a Nintendo guy. I know it's just for the art of games. They tend to produce amazing artistic games and music.
Everybody was going nuts over a game soundtrack for Heavy Rain. Have you heard of that?
Very much. Heavy Rain. It was, it's such an abstract game that music had to be a central part of it, right? It actually, again, moved the narrative along, was the sound and sound design. It was really well done. One of the most significant things that we can mention real quick is on the PlayStation 2, there was a game called the Mtv Music Generator, right? Or
it may have been. I don't know.
Music Generation or Generator, one of those two. In the UK, that became the basic music production system for a lot of early grime music. And so you have people like Banga and Caspa, who are the second generation of these producers that were making music on the console and then putting it and playing it in clubs.
Where do you see gaming going? I mean, game music going in the future. I mean, basically, you just pretty much covered it. You just are gonna make it yourself. Incredible.
I mean, it's funny where you take an industry which gets paid so many millions of dollars, and the future is people making their own games. As if people would be interested in doing something basically for free, like, user-generated content saves the day. Who would have thought that would have ever been a model of success? But it's doing it. Like, people are making mad amounts of their own levels in Rock Band, and they're really like making their own apps that are basically generating their own music kind of ideas and stuff. And people aren't being paid for it, and yet they're doing it. It's crazy. The whole world's topsy-turvy.
That's the problem we're in.
What are you talking about?
Well, I mean, economically, you got to do something for money. I mean, we do this for free. Well, I think we really did learn a lot about music, but you know what? I'm not convinced. I want to see how the music should really be done. What do you think about that?
Oh, this is just my small attempts. Don't overblow it. I'm just doing my take on modern electronic music. That's all.
All right. Daedelus. Public access Daedelus. Begin.